In an age when electric two-wheelers are making their presence known at every passing moment, the time for conventional engine scooters are not over. And Hero wants to tell you that the 125cc segment is not just surviving, but can potentially thrive as well. And the all-new Xoom 125 is their most serious bet in this particular segment. You're watching HT Auto, I'm Shubhadeep Chakravarti, and in this episode of a non-expert expert review, I'm test riding the all-new Hero Xoom, also because I'm in the market for a 125cc bike. Now, does this have the potential to find a place in my garage? Stay tuned to the end of this video to find the answer to that. Now, among the shortlisted models I have on my list are the Suzuki Access 125, the NTorq from TVS, of course the crowd favorite, and now with the latest Xoom from Hero. Now, one of the reasons why I really like this scooter is because how well, aggressively and youthful this scooter looks. This is the yellow color, you get multiple color options. I'm not a fan of this particular yellow color, but thankfully Hero is giving us many options as well. What I am quite liking though is the aggressive look at the front. Hero says that it's a Falcon inspired design. I'm not going to get into the marketing parts of it, but it does look quite sharp. You get the LED DRLs here, the projector lights come at the front here, and for the first time in the segment you also get sequential turn indicators, of course at the front and at the back as well. Now here at the business end of the scooter, you get a fairly large all-digital display here, not the largest that we've seen, but it's fairly good. Gets support for Bluetooth as well. And the conventional switches for headlight, for the turn indicators, the horn, and the engine start-stop button are also here. Lower down, you get fairly large storage space. Of course, this comes with phone charging support as well. So you get a cable like this here. The foot space is decent. Again, not the largest that I've seen on a scooter, so it's fine for your shopping bags. But one thing that many of you ask us is the storage space. Well, storage space under the seat is fairly big, at least big enough to place a full-size helmet under it. What more? Well, the Xoom is the first in its segment to also get 14-inch wheels. The front has a profile section of 110, the rear has a profile section of about 120. The front suspension is a telescopic front fork, monoshock at the back. Now, as far as braking is concerned, you get disc brakes at the front and drums at the back. But enough talk about its design and features and all of that. The real test, of course, is how is it to ride. Now, one of the things that Hero is underlining with the Xoom is that it is the quickest in its segment, 0 to 60 kmph in 7.6 seconds. We'll try to put as many of those claims to the test as possible. So let's get a move on now. On the move, the Xoom now betters itself on basic parameters while clearly being sportier than before. The scooter is great for quick runs around the city and the response to throttle twists are fairly good. Hero claims 0 to 60 kmph in 7.6 seconds, and I really think it can indeed underline that claim. On open stretches, the Xoom means business and is quite fun. The ride quality too is good because of the larger set of wheels. As a novice scooter rider, I'll admit that the seat firmness was a bit too much for me after about an hour of riding, and the vibration levels could have been improved further. But not once did I feel unnerved on the machine, whether racing down straight stretches, taking speedy turns, or even weaving in and out of traffic. Hero has a seriously solid proposition in the 125cc segment, courtesy the Xoom. If there is one scooter that can potentially take the fight to the TVS NTorq, it is perhaps this one right here. What I particularly like is the styling and how quick it is when you want it to be. What I'm still not quite impressed with is the level of refinement, especially the engine and the vibration that I get at higher speeds. But those are, well, something that I personally can live with. So the big question for me is, will I consider the Xoom over its rivals? All I can say after having driven this for about 80 kilometers in the city is that the Xoom climbed several places higher on my list of models that I can potentially bring back home. But the most important question though is, what do you make of the Hero Xoom? Do let us know in the comments section. Do also read our in-depth written review. For now though, that's all the time we have. As always, we here at HT Auto always recommend that you take a test ride of all the scooters and bikes and cars that you are considering planning to buy for an even more in-depth informed decision. In this episode though, well, that's all the time. Thank you for watching.